Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me for today's Lunch and Learn. I'm Keith Armour. I'm the Education and Homework Support Manager down here in the Adult Learning Center at the main library. Well, Labor Day is long gone. The kids have gone back to school this week, and now they're going to be starting to get more and more homework. Well, the library has a great resource, and that's the one we're going to talk about today is BrainFuse Help Now. It's free homework help. It is available 7 days a week from 2 in the afternoon until 11 at night. And I'm also going to show you how to find information on your local branch. Maybe they are providing in-person homework help. We're restarting that program, and I'm going to show you where to find that information. So let's go ahead and dive right into BrainFuse Help Now. All right, we've arrived at our website, cincinnatilibrary.org. I do want to put a plug in for taking fall classes with the Adult Learning Center. And we've got a lot of other classes throughout the system, but these are all coming out of our department, the Adult Learning Center. And there's one and done classes here, Facebook security, I need a resume, I've got an interview, now what? Library career resources, and then organize your life with apps and websites. That's something that we did earlier this week on Tuesday, but it's also going to be repeated on October the 5th and November the 2nd, and then vision boards with Google Slides. Those are all classes that have multiple dates, but you just have to attend one and you can get that information. These are the See You Next Week classes, and you've got English Level 2, ESOL Advanced, Exploring Colored Pencils, High School Equivalency Study Group, Preparing for the U.S. Citizenship Exam, and of course, Watercolors for Seniors and Understanding the Digital World. Then we have in a class all by itself, Creative Writing Workshop, Doodle Meditations, ESOL Art, ESOL for Everyone, gardening in the fall, and we even have some live in-person classes. These all above were all virtual, and these right here, ESOL for Everyone, adult reading class, and I need a resume, are all happening at our our wonderful newly renovated Price Hill branch. So all you have to do is click on one of these and it'll take you directly to let's go to Understanding the Digital World. We click here, takes you directly to the event, and then you just want to click and fill out the information here, and then we will send you information about the class. All right, now that is for adults. We are going to be talking today about homework help for students and maybe adults as well. We're going to go over here in the blue section to research databases. It's the second one down. And you'll notice that all of our research databases would be very helpful for students that are working on their homework. However, I'm going to focus in on this section right here, homework help. And we have a long list of resources that are just a click away that you can get a wonderful information. And you'll notice the one that we're going to go to today is Homework Help Now. And you'll see a little card right here. That is when we click on this and we're outside of the library. A window will pop up and you'll have to put in your library card number and your PIN. If you don't have a library card, please drop by and get one at our your local branch or one closest to you. And that's very easy. You can even fill out the form online and we'll have a card ready for you. And if you need to renew your library card, maybe it's been a while, just call us at 369-6900 and we'll get you a library card. All right, we're going to click here, but remember, students K to adult, so all the way up to college level, can get live online homework help, skills building, writing assistance, test prep help, and more from expert tutors. So I'm going to click here. And there's a lot of things on here. There's Meet, where you can actually schedule if your child is working on a project If your student is working on a project with others, this is a great way, a very safe way to meet and collaborate. Brainwave is create and share movie-like notes and ideas. It's a little bit different. And then there's a study section where there is the Leap Learning platform, and that's like Diagnostic Test Center. And it can really customize the study plan as well. So adults, you might want to look in that for possible help. And then there are flashbulbs where you can create all sorts of different flashcards. There are some that are already created for you, but it's very easy to do. And then eParachute is even helping those students that are in the upper grades in the high school that are really preparing to discover college majors and careers that might match their interests. But we're going to talk about the expert help section here. Now you'll notice right up here it says tutors are available every day from 2 in the afternoon until 11 at night. That's 7 days a week. Now, last week, or earlier this week when we had Labor Day, of course, there was a message that was up here about a week before that said, oh, we're closed for Labor Day. So you'll always see a message up there if they're closed for a major holiday. But once again, they're available from 2 in the afternoon until 11 at night. Now, I'm going to click on live tutoring. We're going to talk about live tutoring in the writing lab today. I'll talk about Skill Surfer next week. But we're going to, and then their featured service down here as well. But I'm going to click on live tutoring and you'll see select a grade. Now, what happens with this, and it goes from kindergarten all the way up to college. So if I pick on 3rd grade, you'll notice there's English, math, science, social studies, and writing. Now, if I click on, let's say math, and I get live help, nothing's going to happen. I'm going to get a window that pops up that says, hey, homework help, the tutors will not be available until 2 this afternoon. So it's a few moments away. But the reason why they do this filtering system is they want to make sure that it goes to the correct expert. All of the tutors are college graduates. Also, they've been background checked, and they have an expertise in a particular field. So if we had 3rd grade math, it would go to a math expert, especially an elementary math expert. Then what will happen is a window will pop up and there'll be a feature where you actually have a whiteboard, and then you have all these tools at the bottom, and then you have a text area where you're texting back and forth with the tutor. Everything on the whiteboard the tutor will see, and everything that the student sees from the tutor will be on the same screen. And it makes it just so much easier. Now, if you go up to, like, let's say 10th grade, there's a whole bunch more subjects there. You've got earth science, English language arts, math, trigonometry, geometry, algebra 1, algebra 2, biology, chemistry, social studies, global history, and writing. And so that just gives you a whole bunch of different ones based on the grade level. And remember, they are going to, this filtering system is going to make sure that it goes to an expert tutor in that particular subject. So it's just great. You can create an account. It's very easy to create an account. If you go right here, all right, I'm going to go here to log in. I've got an account, but I'm just going to say don't have a user or password. I'm going to click on sign up. And it's really easy. You just have to create a username and you create a password and then re-enter the password. Now you do need to create a fairly, a combination of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and punctuation. And then you even have to pick a question, like what's your favorite color, and then the hint. But I'm already logged in, so I don't need to do that. But it's very easy to sign up for that. Now, the other thing that I want to point out is their writing lab. So I'm logged in. You can see there's K-Armor up here. There's an inbox there. And then I can even look over past sessions. So say if a student is trying to change fractions to decimals or percentages or See, I'm not a math expert, obviously. What you'd want to do is you could even review that same procedure that the student worked through. But we're going to go to writing lab. And the writing lab is really good. Remember, here it is. It says simply upload your document and one of our writing experts will analyze it and provide helpful comments. Now, they're not going to write the paper for the student. However, they are going to give some great expert advice. They're going to create a rubric which helps the student make their writing stronger. And they're also going to provide a Word document with notes on the side to just point out things that they need to improve. So it's very easy. You just select and upload the file in here. And remember, they have all of these are valid documents here. And then I always suggest the student write down the directions. So they were given the directions to write about this famous battle or this famous case or whatever they were assigned to do. They write the directions here. So that way it can give the writing expert a little bit more background on actually, helping them create the right document. It's not going to write the paper for them, but it's definitely going to give them some good advice along the way. Okay? And we're going to go back. And I do want to point out this is a great feature for adults. If you're working with students, if you're working with your own kids or someone else's kids, and you see something going on and you're like, well, your child's help, you're giving you like, well, hey, I need your help on this. And you're like, it's been a while that I've done that. So that's something that you could do. You could definitely go into the live tutoring from 2 until 11 at night, and you can really go in and propose the question and see it worked through, especially when it comes to math. A lot of the social studies and all of that, you can find that information using some of our other databases. But this is a great a spot to actually get that live help 7 days a week from 2 in the afternoon till 11 at night. So I hope you use it. I hope if you don't have any students and you're just listening to this, but you have grandkids, please let them know about this service. It really is very, very helpful. So I'm going to click back and I'm going to go right here. Now these are events that are happening this weekend. Don't forget, we're still taking advantage of the lovely weather. There's an outdoor book club that's over there in Clifton on Friday. Wow, that's tomorrow. Weeks that have a major holiday always throws me off. Here's our book club, literary latte that's happening at Green Township. There's an outdoor library play date, and this is, of course, birth through preschool. You want to keep them active and you want to have them interact. Let's just look and see come play, read, and sing with our little ones in a sensory-friendly and hands-on environment. Program will be held outdoors if weather permits, and weather is going to be nice tomorrow for that. And they're going to do another one on October the 8th as well. And that's just such a great experience over in Westwood. And Bridget is a wonderful children's librarian as well out there. Forgot she was there. Then there's in-person preschool play art that's happening over at Reading. And then they're continuing to do the DEAR program, which is Drop Everything and Read over at Westwood. And that's for children and teens. And then they're doing an in-person workshop for origami. And that's adults, teens, and children. And that's from 3 to 4. That's always fun. Oh, and I hate to say this, but the teen takeover is canceled. I wonder, let's go there. I wonder why it got canceled. All right, we'll have to find out that information. And then, of course, on Saturday, you've got all of these activities. You've got outdoor messy science, paint and take miniatures over at Loveland, and that's for adults. And then you've got virtual workshop. What does it take to speak truth to power? This is about writing op-eds and letters, and that's Danny, our wonderful writer in residence. She's conducting that, and that's going to be a virtual one this Saturday from 2 until 3. And then, of course, I Need a Resume is going to happen over at Price Hill. I'm going to do that one. I know it says registration is closed. However, if you show up this Saturday from 3 to 4, I'd be more than happy to help you create a resume over in Price Hill. All right. I'm going to click out and tell you a few more things. I will say that next week we will go over some more things that are on Homework Help Now, but also in this homework section here. All right, I'm going to click out and tell you a few more things. All right, that is a wonderful resource. Next week, I am going to tell you a little bit more about BrainFuse. We're going to get into the Skill Surfer and some parent resources as well, because I know all of you parents out there and caregivers, you're like, homework. And so we've got some great resources for you. Don't forget, tomorrow, we are still doing several things outside because the weather's beautiful. At Westwood, they are having at 10:30 for the preschoolers an outdoor library play date. And at Reading, they're also doing an in-person preschool play date over there at Reading. And then for the adults, you can go to the origami workshop at 3 o'clock at Hyde Park. And then the teens take over Norwood at 6:15 on Friday night. Don't know what that's all about, but that sounds kind of fun. And then Saturday, we've got Green Hills Apple Stamping at 10:30. And then North Central is still going on with their messy outdoor science, and that's at 11:30. So definitely check out those events. Don't forget, we are still open and we are ready for you. So next week, we'll see you for another Lunch and Learn. Have a good weekend.